Hello and welcome to the Bitcoin Forum podcast. Today is Monday, April 4th, 2011, and I am your host, Atlas. In today's podcast, we'll be discussing Bitcoin and intellectual property, and whether intellectual property really belonged in this world in the first place. First off, let's look at the Mt. Gox markets. Over the past 48 hours, it's reporting a high of 76 cents and a low of 56 cents a coin. Prices have been declining and are predicted to continue to decline to the very low 50s, possibly high 40s, due to a constant supply. The network is hashing around 614 gigahashes, nearing 117,000 blocks. On the marketplace today, there is currently a bounty on the heads of businesses and organizations, ones that have yet to begin accepting Bitcoin, convert the business to Bitcoin, and receive a total bounty of 34 Bitcoins. A non-profit or miscellaneous organization will earn you 21 BTC. So far, only one user has claimed bounty. His name is Hemlick, I believe, and he has earned 34 BTC for converting the Wula online file backup service to Bitcoin. Also on the marketplace, there has been an influx of loans for users to gain reputation or to buy rather small purchases, totaling around 30 to, say, 50 BTC. Lending through Bitcoins is a rather interesting idea, allowing users to take loans in a non-inflationary currency, and giving users the ability to, say, start a Bitcoin business. The prospects on the Bitcoin economy is indeterminate at this time, but I look forward to seeing more Bitcoin bonds and loans in the future. As for today's topic, Bitcoin and copyright, an interesting character has popped up on the forum today. His name is Onarchy, and he is here to solicit donations for his supposed Free State initiative to start a nation that's based on defending only one's own life and allowing people to act as they please in a laissez-faire style. Except he wants to ban two things in his nation, and that is child pornography and the pirating of intellectual property, infringement, patents, and so forth. He believes intellectual property is a sound right, as in if one would own a piece of land or other object, or as one would own their own bodies. He has gone as far as to compare copyright infringement to rape. Now, I humbly disagree with this man for various reasons, and the main reason is that the enforcement of copyright isn't very practical. To enforce it on the individual level to prevent an individual from, say, pirating a book would require constant monitoring. A totalitarian state, if you will. Cameras in the bedrooms, monitoring of the computer's activity. No privacy. And I don't think this man wishes to have it himself. He has stated before what he wishes to have is limitations in the industry when it comes to patents. Only, say, certain companies can generate a certain product because they claim they've put tons of labor toward the research of said product, and that it should be default. It should be a default contract provided by the government. I see no real purpose in such a thing when one can sign voluntary contracts on their own, and of course they can be broken, but a government would apply higher amounts of force, if you will. I don't feel this is appropriate for his podcast to discuss in deep detail, but what I really wanted to get to is that Bitcoin itself should end copyright. Bitcoin, as an anonymous currency, allows, say, private trackers or private file sharing sites to have true profit incentive in offering illicit intellectual goods. As was before, U.S. money could be tracked and shut down these illicit organizations for trying to make a profit from trading stolen intellectual property. The possibilities for Bitcoin are endless, and Bitcoin will continue to change this world. Thank you for listening to the first Bitcoin podcast, and I hope to make more in the future. Good night.